Welcome back to Just Talking Love.
Just want to welcome you to our presentation of Just Talking Love this evening. We're looking at sharing perspective, you see, and we're all aware that things are not the best, but it could be worse. Now, some of us like to face our situation alone. Some of us feel as though we're so independent that we can single-handedly handle any situations. But it's not so. The world is made up of interdependencies. None of us are totally independent. We're always dependent on someone for something. We're all supposed to be working as a team, helping to fulfill each other's dreams and aspirations. So I'll play a very special feature for you now. And I need you to listen intently.
When we think of good teamwork, we often think of championship sports teams who work together to accomplish great things. But a community can also be a team, each citizen joining in common causes for the betterment of society. A workplace is a team, each worker contributing to the success of the company or organization. And then there's the ultimate home team, the family, with each member helping the others to achieve more than they could ever do alone. In all aspects of life, we need each other. We need people doing their best and giving their best for the benefit and progress of the whole. Some may prefer to go it alone, to move independently through life and not rely on others. But that's impossible. We all eat food we didn't grow, we wear clothes we didn't sew, and we find it easier to reach our goals because of the efforts of a team. For example, an author may write a compelling book alone, but a team of people gets it published and on the shelf. A composer can create a masterpiece alone, but it often takes a team of performers to bring it to life. Not long ago, a series of canyon fires over the summer caused mudslides and flooding that ravaged a small town. One homeowner, who for many years had prized his fierce independence, was especially hard hit. His yard was flooded, leaving a mess too massive and too expensive to take on alone. As he wondered how he would recover, a large team of neighbors and volunteers, without being asked, set to work to repair the damage. The man came to realize that he needed others, and others needed him. That's the value of teamwork. Together, everyone accomplishes more than they could ever do alone. Just as teamwork wins championships, teamwork also builds strength and character, teaches leadership and cooperation, and develops discipline and trust. Nothing builds closeness and camaraderie like joining together in a good cause.
Now we can readily see the value of teamwork. When we have our problems, be it large or small, it may be better to discuss it with someone rather than holding it to ourselves. Sometimes we're just too proud to discuss our situations with someone. And I'm going to give you an example of what can happen when we think that we're just too proud. We all want to do things by ourselves. And it goes like this.
big man yesterday, but boy, you ought to see me now. Oh, well, I talked big yesterday, but boy, you ought to see me now. I bragged too long that your love was strong, there'll never be another guy. But you said more when you whispered your goodbye. Goodbye, well, I was a big man yesterday, but boy, you ought to see me now. I said that I was through with you, that I didn't need you anyhow. I said I didn't need you then, but boy, you ought to see me now. Those bragging words that you were mine, of that there was no doubt, sound empty now since half my life's walked out. Goodbye, well, half my life left me yesterday, and boy, you ought to see me now. If you will just forgive me, dear, I'll never break another vow. I broke so many yesterday, and boy, you ought to see me now. I couldn't see it yesterday, but now I know it's true. The only thing that made me big was you. I was a big man yesterday, but boy, you ought to see me now. If you could only see me now, if you would only see me now.
Yes, I was a big man yesterday. I was so full of myself, so independent of all. Nobody could talk to me. I was just too proud. That was yesterday. What am I today, Mrs. Barker?
Today I am such a small man that I have to look up to everyone else around me. Because when I was big, I did not care about the persons around me. But all of that is gone from me now.
But now that you're small, you've taken off all that cloak, that mask you had on, thinking that we're too big and too proud to share even the thought with those around us. We now find that they're treasures.
Said that everyone has a story, and the older we get, the more stories we have. Truly, our seasoned citizens are treasure chests of experience and wisdom, and with each passing year, they become more valuable. But do we value and cherish their knowledge? Do we take the time to get to know them? In the rush of today's busy world, seniors often get overlooked, yet each one has a fascinating backstory. Each one has weathered life's storms and taken journeys the younger generation is just now beginning. They pursued their dreams, they fell in love, they raised families, and they built the towns we live in. As life becomes more and more complex and challenging for the rising generation, it would be wise to seek counsel from members of previous generations. We'll likely find that the problems they faced and overcame really aren't all that different from what we face today. One man made a point of taking his son to visit a grandfather whose health was failing, but whose mind was sharp. He thought it would help the elderly man to have a young visitor. But the person who most benefited was the boy. His grandfather loved him openly and genuinely, encouraged his ideas, and made him feel important. and the grandson came to realize that inside, older people still feel like young people. He gained new respect for the years of experience his grandfather had and learned to appreciate his wisdom. How wise are those who are not yet old, but who seek the company of our elderly citizens. There is scarcely a better source of practical knowledge, lived experience, or wise counsel. We simply need to look beyond the aged exterior and realize, as Charles Dickens observed, that every wrinkle is but a notch in the quiet calendar of a well-spent life.
Yes, we digested that. Well, we need to look around us for those who are older and wiser, those who have had the experience of life. They definitely can teach us a thing or two.
Surely they can teach us so much. It is unbelievable. When you sit and talk with those who are older, you learn so much from them.
So now that we understand, the question is, when are we going to change our ways? When are we going to respect our elders? Seek their advice. Of course, what we enjoy today were provided by them. The path they have laid for us is one that we're enjoying today. We need to seek their counsel. That will definitely help us to move forward. So when are we going to understand and appreciate the fact that they are there, willing and able to help us?
When you smile at me, well, I know our love will always be. When you kiss me right, I don't want to ever say goodnight. I need you, I want you near me, I love you, yes I do, and I hope you hear me when I say be mine. If you will, I know all will be fine. When will you be mine? Oh baby, I need you, I want you near me, I love you, yes I do, and I hope you hear me. When you smile at me, well, I know our love will always be. When you kiss me right, I don't want to ever say goodnight. I need you, say be mine. If you will, I know all will be fine. When will you be mine?
You're listening to Just Talking Love, broadcasting from News Talk 93 FM right here on the beautiful water campus of the University of the West Indies in Kingston, Jamaica. We're about to take a short break. We'll be back with you momentarily.